Welcome to the Fret Frontier. Now we're going to take the finger style arrangement and apply it to the chords that we learned in the last episode. We're working on the song Silver Bells. It's my gift to you for the holiday season. We're doing the baritone ukulele first. 4 strings of a guitar. That's the tuning it has. So if you're a guitar player and you want to play this too, go right ahead. It'll sound okay in the guitar. Now we're going to take a look at our finger style. The strongest fingers together are your thumb and index finger, sometimes the thumb and the second finger, okay, depending on where you are on the strings, based on how many strings we're playing, okay, and that'll become clearer as we go through. So let's start off with our first measure. We have pickup note. We're going to use our second finger on the first string and fall through. Then we're going to use our first finger on the second string and we're going to fall through. These are called rest strokes. So a rest stroke means that the finger falls through and sits on the string behind it. This is different than just curling your finger in when you do for general finger picking, because we want a louder, crisper sound. And you can get a warm tone depending on how you roll your nail onto that string. But if you haven't done rest strokes before, just focus on letting that finger fall through, rest on the next string, same thing on that second string, okay? And so this is how that would look if we're playing it. I have rest stroke, rest stroke. Okay, so when I move into my next measure, now we're in the second measure, so pick up notes, rest stroke, rest stroke. Okay, now I'm going to have my thumb on the fourth string, second finger on that second string. So I'm setting up a finger picking pattern that when I have the next 2 notes together, they're going to be the fourth string and the third string. So I've got that first finger ready to pluck that together. So in terms of the finger picking, it is second string and fourth string together, looking like this with our thumb and second finger. These are open strings I'm doing just to demonstrate. And then the thumb and the first finger together. Okay. And then when we have our notes, what were we holding? We're holding that E chord, right? Like when we were strumming the chords. So we have 1, 2, 3, and so it's just like the pickup notes, okay? So the beginning part of it, it repeats, right? Let's take a look at these first measures. Play it along with me if you'd like to. We're going to do pickup notes. So that means on the third beat, when we're counting in, we start playing our notes. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Okay, that gets us through to this part here where we are going to do our third finger on the third fret of the first string, second finger, second finger, third fret of the second string, and we're getting our first finger ready to come over to the second fret of the first string, and this will go like this. Okay. You can do your index finger with your second finger, or if you prefer, your thumb with your first finger. Pick one. We don't want to let go of this finger here, okay, even though they're written as eighth notes. Let that fill in. Let that second string continue to ring out while you're hitting the second fret of the first string. Okay, now we're on our A chord. A third finger on the second fret of the second string, and my second finger on the second fret of the third string. So then when I get to that last beat in that measure, I can put my first finger over here. So I'm doing this toggle, right, for that end there, okay? So I am doing 1, 2, 3, okay? And I'm doing the thumb and the second finger. So basically when I set up my fingers, right, we look ahead into that measure and we see the only strings we need to play for that whole measure are the third, second, and first. So we move this little configuration down here. Okay, whole first line. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we go to that other A, the A major 6 we could think of it as, or just the A, with the F sharp in the bass, and we've got that already. We know how to get it from the last episode that we played, where we played these chords. If you didn't go through that episode, go back there so that these parts feel easier, okay? But now we're set up in the next position for the A with the F sharp and the bass. We're going to play our second and fourth string together. So we have our thumb here, second finger here, and that will leave us our index finger to hit this third string. We've already got the chord shape in place, so we have all of our notes under our fingers. We're doing second and fourth string together, third string. Now we're going to move this little configuration up. I have my thumb here, my second finger here, and I'm going to put my little finger on the 5th fret here. And the reason I'm doing that is so everything can ring out, right? This is a E. I could also get that E open on this string. I want to let everything ring out together, so that's how I'm going to do that. We move on to our B with the F sharp and the bass. We only need this part of it. We don't need the index finger. And we're going to do the third string and the second string together. Hit the third string, that's all still in the chord. Now we're going to toggle, right? We're going to put our first finger on the 3rd fret over here, still hitting that same string with the index finger. So B7, okay, for our next measure. Again, everything on this is in the chord. So you grab that chord, and now it's just a finger picking pattern. We have the thumb and the index finger together on strings 4 and 3. Second string with the second finger, back to the 3rd string while holding that chord. That's all there is to it. Here's the right hand. Here's the left hand. Never moves. Oh, it's perfect. When we come back to E, we have a 3-beat phrase, frets 2 and 4, 3rd string and 4th string, 1 beat, and then 2 and 1, 2nd fret, 1st fret, and on our right hand we're doing the thumb and index finger. 1, 2, 3, just the bass note, and then these 2 notes together. So then we're going to repeat everything we just played except for the last 3 bars. They will be different, and here's how. Okay, now a little bit of a variation here. Back to B7, we're holding the B7. We don't have to move our fingers at all. We hold this chord. Now everything just happens in our right hand. We do our 4th string and 3rd string together. Then move this up. So we do 4 and 3. We do 3 and 2. Now, 1 finger per string, and we're going to roll through them. We're going to do that arpeggio. Okay, and we release them one at a time, starting with the thumb. And do it as a quick roll, like it sounds like a rake, like if you took your pick and went, but we're doing it with our individual fingers. Okay, and if you can't get your fingers cooperating at this time, and you're not interested in that technique right now, that's a workaround, right? You could just go and get that sound. Use your thumbnail, make it bright, okay? Okay, but I'm going to do the roll. All right, we have our E chord, thumb with the 3rd finger, just holding the chord, right? And we're talking about the right hand. Thumb and 3rd finger, index finger and 2nd finger. With them assigned to their strings. And then we go on to the silver bells part. So now let's go ahead and play that together. I'll bring up the scrolling notation. We will come in on the 3rd beat because those are pickup notes at the start, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Good job! Join me in the next episode for the next part.